Today in this video we will talk about an Italian movie Malena, released in the year 2000. How do the people of the society spoil a woman's life by spreading rumors just because she is beautiful and her beauty itself became a tragedy for her? They force her to become a prostitute by not helping her, and how this fake society starts respecting her again when her husband comes back? So let's begin the story. Malena is the story of a 13-year-old boy Renato, who is influenced by a beautiful woman named Malena. But it's more than that. Malena lives in a town in Italy, where she is famous for her beauty and every man in that town was after her. One day Renato and his friends waited on street to see Malena. When he sees for the first time, Renato falls in love with her. He is just a teenager, who does not know the difference between love and lust. After hearing some rumors about Malena, he starts fantasizing about Malena by seeing himself in her place. According to him, he is no longer a child and wants to live like an adult. Because of which his father gets very angry with him and beats him a lot. Malena's influence on Renato was such that he started following Malena everywhere. Renato did everything, from snooping into his house to spying on her all day. Malena, who lives alone, did not know about this. Renato thinks about Malena day and night and imagines that Malena is with him. He even starts to please himself by imagining about Malena. One day the news comes that Malena's husband was martyred in the war and she breaks down hearing this. She starts living in her father's house. Renato follows her there too. Now only Malena is talked about in the town, where people make theories that with whom she is having an affair. Renato gets so involved in all this that he starts to feel that it is his job to protect Malena. One day Malena's father got one letter, in which it is written that Malena is having an affair with every man in the city. Reading this, he breaks all relations with Malena. Now Malena becomes all alone. One night at Malena's house, Renato learns that Malena is having an affair with an army officer. When the officer leaves the house, a doctor is found outside the house, who tells him that Malena is his fiancée. And listening this, officer got angry and gets involved in a fight with doctor. Later locals and police also gets involved. After that, word spreads in the town that Malena is having an affair with a married man, and this could land her in jail. Due to this incident, Malena gets into legal trouble and goes to a lawyer for help. In court it was proved that the doctor was lying. But after winning the case, the lawyer tries to take advantage of Malena. Unfortunately, she was unable to do anything about it. Seeing all this, Renato gets very depressed. Due to the rampant spread of rumors about Malena throughout the town, her once good name has become infamous. As the war spread, one day during plane bombing Malena's father got killed, after which Malena no longer has any support. After the legal lawsuit, now her husband's pensions have also been frozen, and Malena is left with no money. Now she was left with no other option but to become a prostitute. Seeing all this, Renato gets so disturbed that he stops eating and drinking. His father understands what actually happened to him and takes him to a red light area. Malena does prostitution and the husbands of the women of the town approach her, so all the women beat her badly and drive her out of the town. After a few days, Malena's husband comes back home. It turns out that her husband was not dead at all. He is alive, but the people of the town do not talk to him, and when he goes home, he finds immigrants are living there. When he inquires with the officials, he comes to know that Malena has become a prostitute. When he asks the same thing to his friends, they insult him and Malena. Seeing all this, Renato feels very bad and he writes a letter to Malena's husband, in which he has written that whatever the people in the city says about Malena is a lie, and tells him whole truth. The husband gets upset, but he understood Malena's situation and goes to search her. After few days he was able to track Malena and brought her back to the city. Now the behavior of people completely changes towards Malena, because her husband is now with her and now everyone looks at Malena respectfully. In the end, Narito meets Malena for the last time and wishes her the best of luck for the life ahead. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video then please press like button, share and comment, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.